Hi everybody, Kelly here. I wanted to make a comfort meal this week as it is a little cooler, much better than it was last week for me anyway. So I wanted to make our shepherd's pie because it's back. So here's shepherd's pie. All you need to do is fry up a pound of ground beef. You could probably use ground chicken if you preferred. And I'm not sure about doing ground tofu, but I bet you could. That might be something interesting to try out. Crumble tofu, if we can get that and do it. Anyway, you're going to fry up a pound of ground beef till it's nice in little tiny balls. Now, I like to add SPG to my ground beef. Even though we have lots of seasoning in the package, I find it just needs a little more. You could add salt and pepper if you don't have your SPG, which is salt, pepper, and garlic for anybody that doesn't know. So fry up your ground beef, which I've already done, get it nice and tiny little bits. Then you're going to take this package, you're going to add it to, you're going to add this to 1.25 cups of water. Cold water. Put your seasoning in there, you let it sit. And you should actually do that before you start doing your ground beef so that it's all combined. Mine's been sitting for a while. We're just going to pour that into the meat and let all the flavors come through on it. Okay, get all the seasoning out, all the flavors out, and stir it up. If you're wondering what's in shepherd's pie, let's have a look. Okay, so I've got onions, cornstarch, tomato powder, sea salt, garlic, nutritional yeast, mushroom, black pepper, chive, thyme, and celery seed. Makes for a really good base for your shepherd's pie. Now, a shepherd's pie, for me, needs mashed potatoes on top. However, I wanted to try something different that I saw because we have another product out that is totally different, totally new to me. And I just like to give it a go. And I saw somebody made it for the topping. So we're going to try that. So the other thing we need in there, we're going to bring that to a boil. Bring it to a boil. And once it's in a boil, then we're going to reduce it and simmer for 2 minutes, stirring constantly. Okay, we are going to add vegetables. I have peas and corn in here, frozen peas and corn. You can have a can of peas and corn, fresh peas and corn, whatever you happen to have on hand. But I wanted to show you, yes, we're making this. I'm making this called creamy polenta. Now this has cornmeal, Parmesan cheese in it, milk, and I thought it might make a really good topping for this as well as I saw it and just thought I'd give it a try. So what I did with this is I put it in my microwave. I used one of my steamers, but I put it in the microwave and I mixed 2 cups of water and 1 cup of milk to this. Put it in the microwave for 5 minutes. Then I took it out and I stirred it. And to be honest with you, I forgot to put the milk in. So I had to then add the milk and stir, but it still worked, thank goodness. So then I removed it from the microwave and I whisked it a lot to break up the lumps. And then I added another cup of milk and a tablespoon of butter. I returned it to the microwave without a lid and let it cook for 5 minutes. I stirred it. And then I did another 5 minutes. And it's sitting in my microwave right now because it's supposed to sit for 5 minutes. That is going to be the topping this week on my shepherd's pie. So I'm just curious how that will turn out. All right, so that's looking good. Thickened right up. Hasn't quite come to a boil yet. Okay, so something I do want to share with you. So the shepherd's pie, the polenta, and our new products for anybody that's interested. I got them in my Epic box, and I love this box. It's a monthly subscription. You can cancel at any time. But what I really love is this is a product in here called maple balsamic chicken. You can't buy that. Not right now anyway. Sometimes they put our testers in the boxes. So I can't wait to try that one out. Actually, I like it so much. There was 3 recipes to go with it, and I really don't know which one to do. But the reason I'm bringing up the Epic box is the one that's coming out for October happens to have products for Thanksgiving. It has something pumpkin, and it also has this jar of roast turkey seasoning. You can't buy that. You cannot get that. So if you had any interest in getting some products for Thanksgiving, especially that roast turkey, because I know I want it, you could get the subscription, and like I said, you can cancel it anytime. You can skip a month. You can regift it, put someone else's address in. Anyway, it's a wonderful addition. And what I really like about it is always gives me 6 to 7 ideas a month that I don't have to think about what I'm going to have for meals. I just use the packages. They come with 2 to 3 recipes each. There's generally a dessert in there. I got a jar of balsamic vinegar for dressing in there, but you can also, it's great to use on chicken as a marinade. Okay, so that's there. Going to cook a little bit more. Everything's in there. I put it in my glass dish, and I am going to cover that on the polenta. Let's check that polenta and see what it looks like. Put this away. Okay, so this is my polenta. You see, it's, I'm going to let it sit a little bit yet, but we will whisk that up and make sure, actually it was my whisk for fall, so it needs to wash up. But anyway, my shepherd's pie base is all there. You could add more onions, garlic to this if you wanted to give it more flavor. That's up to you. And I'm going to cover it in a polenta, which is totally different. I want to see how that turns out. I need to see it. My whisk was what fell on the floor. Okay. Yeah. So if it's not quite thick enough, which mine I think needs to be a little bit thicker, I'm going to let it sit. And if it doesn't thicken up enough, I'm going to pop it back in the microwave and do it for another minute or two. To be honest with you, can't remember if I did the last 5 minutes. But anyway, I tried. So shepherd's pie, polenta, and why don't you check out our soups? We have some fabulous soups back, very popular with people. Our broccoli cheddar's back. This is awesome for adding corn to and ham, making a ham chowder. You can add seafood to it, make a seafood chowder. I also am going to make broccoli cheddar soup, but you can make cauliflower cheddar soup. Very simple to do. And I'm going to show you that next week on how to make the soups. They're so simple. And actually, it says to do it on top of your stove, but I'm going to do it in the microwave because that is so much easier. Okay, this class is super short, but that's all right. Just wanted to show you the shepherd's pie, and I will show a dish of it when I eat it this week. This actually is going to be my supper for tomorrow night, and leftovers will be my lunches, which I love. Okay, everybody, take care. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it because I would love to help others in the kitchen. And if you have a request, let me know. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful day. Take care.